But here there are angels that from the day they fell, they were put under chains. They've never seen the light of the earth. There are angels that fell together with Lucifer, which were more powerful than Lucifer, but they were not as rebellious as he was. So they were deceived into supporting an inferior guy. But when they fell, those ones, because they are more deadly, God did not give them a bail.
They had to be bound.
Right now, they are in chains. That tells you, point number 2, that the devil is not the most powerful demon. The most powerful demons right now are in chains.
They're not allowed to.
They are not even allowed. You are not even allowed to contend with those and to fight with those powers. You will never encounter those. They are kept in chains.
My God.
Why? Because they are more dangerous than the devil. You need to understand also the devil that you are fighting against. There are other demons more powerful, more wicked than the devil.
Talk to us. We always thought the devil was the ultimate evil.
Okay, listen to this now. This will empower you now, because now you will know.
Yes.
You are dealing with a lesser being. Lucifer was never the most powerful. In his area, you need to understand also, he wasn't a fighter. He wasn't a warrior. He was into a music department. So he can't be good at fighting when you're ever going to fight against him. He's not an expert in that area. That's number one. You need to understand that. I know some people might say he wasn't a musician, but I know he was, according to scriptures. Okay. But you need to understand his area. Whenever you are going to be fighting against him, you are fighting with a musician. You are fighting with an artist. Okay. All right.
No, I've got no.
Number 2, proof that he wasn't the most powerful. There was war in heaven, according to the book of Revelation.
Yes.
Chapter number 12. Satan and his angels, Lucifer and his angels, fought. And Michael and his angels fought against him.
Allow me to read, man of God.
Yes.
Revelations 12.
Chapter 12, yes.
Verse 7. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels.
Okay. Not God's angels, though they are God's angels. Which means they are angels under him. Under man. I think I will have to come back and explain the activities of angels as well.
Yes,
okay,
yes,
let's move on.
Michael and his angels fought against the dragon. And the dragon fought and his angels and prevailed not.
They prevailed what?
Not. Neither was their place found anymore in heaven. Verse 9. And the great dragon was cast out.
Okay.
That old serpent called the devil.
Now, listen to this now. I've just asked the pastor to read this scripture so that I can support my understanding, the truth that I have, that the devil is not the strongest. The dragon cannot be the most powerful being. That's how he got defeated. Already you have to understand that if Michael was to become the devil, we're going to have a more dangerous devil than the one that we have. Because two of them fighting, and they are Satan now, they are devil. God defeated in that conflict. That tells you that he is weaker.
Yes.
Even at that point, at his highest state, he was still weaker than Michael. So if Michael was to rebel against God and become the devil, we're going to have the worst earth ever. Having Michael as the devil.
The devil.
Okay?
Yes.
So The reason why he got defeated, it is another proof that he is not the most powerful.
Yes.
So imagine if you're going to be fighting against the devil that once got defeated with the same angels that defeated him on your side. How is he going to defeat you?
It can't.
It can't. It's not possible.
Okay. Number 2, you read 2 Peter chapter number 2, verse number 4.
The book of 2 Peter, chapter 2, verse 4. For if God spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to hell, and delivered them into chains of darkness, to be reserved unto judgment.
Unto judgment.
Verse
Right?
5.
That's okay. Go to Jude chapter 1, verse number 6.
The book of Jude,
Jude, verse 6.
chapter 1, verse 6. And the angels which kept not their first estate, but left their own habitation,
They left their own habitation.
he hath reserved in everlasting chains under darkness
For what?
unto the judgment
Of the?
of the great day.
Okay. So you know that a third of the angels fell together with the dragon when he rebelled against God. As of when, that's another topic. Because there is a falling, the devil has been falling so many times. Not just once.
Okay.
So many times. Even during the coming of the Messiah when he was born, there was again another falling as well. But let me just touch on this one. Let me stay on this one. When the devil fell together with some of the angels, what I want you to understand is this, that when you commit a crime and then you are apprehended, you get arrested,
Yes.
there is a legal process that you have to follow before you are finally put in prison. You have to stand before the courts, the court of justice, and be judged according to your deeds. If you're going to stay for 20 years in jail, in prison, somebody has to declare that.
Yes.
And that is judgment. And when you get arrested, sometimes you don't go to court the day that you get arrested. You are kept in a certain place until you come and you stand
Before the judge.
and then you are judged.
Yes.
Right. And during that time, some people then they apply for bail. You know what they call bail?
Yes.
Right. And then the judge has to look at your request and look at your behavior and your character. And if they discover that you're a flight risk, they won't grant you the bail.
Yes.
They say you have to stay indoors because you can endanger the community if you are to release you back again into society. You deserve to be kept bound, right? Because you're dangerous. Yes. But if they look at your case, they look at your behavior, they see that you're not a threat, they can grant you a bail and say, go. That is where now you see the devil, even in the book of Job. God is asking him, where are you coming from? From moving to and fro on the earth. He committed a crime, yet he's on bail.
He's allowed to roam.
Why is he allowed? Because he's not a threat to the society. But here there are angels that from the day they fell, they were put under chains. They've never seen the light of the earth. There are angels that fell together with Lucifer, which were more powerful than Lucifer, but they were not as rebellious as he was. So they were deceived into supporting an inferior guy. But when they fell, those ones, because they are more deadly, God did not give them a bail.
They had to be bound.
Right now they are in chains. That tells you, point number 2, that the devil is not the most powerful demon. The most powerful demons right now are in chains.
They're not allowed to
They are not
roam.
even allowed. You are not even allowed to contend with those and to fight with those powers. You will never encounter those. They are kept in chains.
My God.
Why? Because they are more dangerous than the devil. What I'm telling you, the devil himself doesn't want, he can't be watching this live. I'm telling you, he doesn't even want you to hear this. So you have to understand that we are dealing with a person that has power but is not powerful. So I'm equipping you by letting you know the disadvantages that your enemy has. You have advantages over him. You have power over him. Why? Because number one, when the issue gets into the spiritual, you have an advantage. You are a celestial being. When it gets into the flesh, you have an advantage over him as well. But take note of this. While I have to finish with this one, just for now. Go to bed thinking about this. There is another demon in chains, and the devil is not. Why was he given bail? He was analyzed by the most accurate judge, and he was considered not to be a threat, and he was allowed to go. He's waiting for judgment, but he has the permission to travel. His passport was given back to him. This guy is weak. He's afraid of us. Okay.
Man of God, it reminds me of the scripture you made us read, that we have immeasurable power.